Kasey Owen, and I am here virtually with Virginia for our part two of my interview with the PA Paranormal Association. Virginia, thanks so much for taking the time to sit down and Zoom with me. You are not local, you're actually in New York, correct?
Correct. I live in Whitestone, Queens, New York, and I travel to Pennsylvania almost every weekend to work with the PPA, which I've been doing for the last 10 years.
Oh, that's so great. So can you tell us a little bit about your background? You said that you've been with the PPA for about 10 years. So you're, I guess, the medium. What does that entail?
Well, my job is basically I'm a liaison between the living and the dead. I work with spirit to figure out why they're there, why they're stuck, what's going on. I'm sort of like a pivot for them, like how can I say? They have to get their earth grievance out in order for me to help them move forward. So basically that's what I do for the PPA. I try to help move forward the ghost that is causing a little bit of a problem and that people are uncomfortable about, but also to educate people.
Okay.
Because a lot of the people in Pennsylvania live in very historic areas and homes. So, we're there to teach them how to keep up the energies, how to kind of coexist with what's going on around them that they cannot see, because sometimes spirit doesn't want to leave. There's reasons for it. And I'm not our guide, our creator. In order to push them, I can only do so much with them.
So you're like a ghost therapist.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I am. That's a good one. I like that. Very good, Kasey.
I love the work that you guys do. Talking with you and John and Mark, it really resonates with me that you are here to really help not just the people that are here on Earth, but the people that might not want to be here and they're kind of stuck here. And some of the stories that they've said, it's really kind of impactful work that you have because it gives everybody else rest and our spirits get to kind of move on and be where they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
We bring peace and solutions to people who need the help. And if we can't help them, we take them a little further. We have so many different people that we can reach out to help these homeowners or business owners. So we really have a neat little group that Mark has developed.
That's so nice. So when you were here at T-102, they said that you have found a couple of friends in our building.
Yes.
So I was hoping you could talk about kind of who's here, maybe who you were able to help cross over, who doesn't want to leave. Maybe we can get into some of that.
Well, as soon as I walked in, I was picking up a lot of energy going towards the back of your place. Like as soon as you walk in the door, there was a guard, like some sort of, I guess, security guard.
Okay.
And he was moving back and forth. He was wearing very old-fashioned clothing. And I believe his name was, it was with an H. I don't know if it was Harry or Henry. I'm sorry, it was a while ago, so I'm trying to recall.
Right.
Yeah, because it was in September. So that's who I saw first, moving back and forth. Then there was another woman moving around, going back and forth with ledges.
Okay.
So I saw that. And then when we went upstairs to the apartment, there was an older gentleman with suspenders on, smoking, kind of hunched over. I'm not sure if his name was William. I'm not quite sure. But there were at least 4 entities that were there, maybe 5.
Okay.
I was able to help the female to move over, but the guy didn't want to leave. And he kept going towards, I guess, your boss's office. It would be so if you go straight down to the left.
Yeah.
And if you go straight there, they kept looking out the window and looking at their watch, waiting for a train. I didn't see train tracks back there. But we come to find out, yes, there were trains that used to run back there.
Yeah.
So I picked up on that. I also picked up on like a negative energy that wasn't very happy being there. It wasn't actually a human spirit. It was something that was developed.
Okay.
So Mark and I worked with that. Mark did some Reiki on the property. I did some cutting with Archangel Michael and Joan of Arc, and we kind of loosened that up a bit. So we handled that. I also came up with suggestions for the owners of the radio station is to basically get a feng shui expert to come in and handle certain areas that I feel like bringing in live plants, bringing in salt lamps, bringing in certain crystals and stuff like that. And plus getting rid of that office that's to the left. So when you're walking in, the one by the stairs, that's where there was a lot of angry energy in that space.
Interesting.
So we worked on that. But we had a lot of things going off. We had I had purchased these cute little cat balls that light up if a cat hits you. The most cheapest equipment, right? It was going nuts. But I also felt the owner's father was there.
Oh.
He was roaming around. He was very curious. Also, his wife was with him.
Oh.
So they were doing a lot of roaming around. I picked up a set of twins when I was there, which I come to find out there were a set of twins that jumped off the towers or something, committed suicide.
Wow.
So that popped in a little bit. There was just so much information coming in. I can't even recall half of it, but there was a lot of it. But, you know, we did the best we can, but I highly recommend, one of my jobs is to highly recommend and write up what I feel would be the best. So I found a lovely gentleman through another friend of mine who has a school out here in Long Island, and he's in the Philadelphia area, and he does feng shui, and his name is William. So I'm hoping the owners will contact him, but I definitely feel the office on the left has to go.
So when you say that you did like Reiki and cutting, what does that mean? What kind of did you do in there, like physically and spiritually?
Okay, Mark does what they call Reiki. It's a healing tool where they use symbols. It's an ancient healing tool. So he actually can Reiki a person, a home, certain energies. So he was able to go in and bring those symbols in to break up the negative energy.
Okay.
I came in and asked for Archangel Michael and Joan of Arc to help, because it's a balance of, you know, yin and yang, male and female, to start cutting away any negativity that was on the walls, doors, in that office to the left. We just kept cutting away what doesn't belong.
Okay.
But you know, you do have a lot of electrical equipment there that feeds this energy. Now that town, I happen to love that town. But that town has a lot of strange history, and a lot of death, a lot of murder, a lot of sad things. I was picking up something to do with an explosion with the coal mine. Some gentleman kept talking to me. I don't even know his name. And he was walking around telling me I have 13 children and I died in a coal mining accident. And I believe he did banking then. Now, I had no idea that this was a bank. Understand, I didn't even know it was a radio show.
Right.
So I'm writing, because I don't know anything. Mark doesn't tell me anything until, you know, when I walk in, he doesn't even talk to me then, but that's another story. But hey, I just say, don't tell me, because it's a lot of fun for me to figure things out like a puzzle. I love it. But I started writing, and I wrote about a half hour before we actually got there. I wrote bank, and then I wrote radio and loud, but I didn't understand why. Then I wrote tide and then more on the bottom. And I come to find out I spelled it wrong, but that was the owner's name, last name.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, yeah, Tidmore. That.
Right. I spelled it wrong. What can I say? But, you know, so I had no idea that it was a bank or a radio station. I just wrote radio loud. That was it.
Wow.
basically. But, it was a very interesting night. I have to say, those little tadpoles were going off like crazy. And we had some of the pods go off. Those work with electrical static.
Mhm.
And they went off a few times. I mean, we were just having a blast watching these things go off, but it was mainly by that office to the left,
Hmm.
by the
Now,
stairs.
were you able to see anybody like hitting them or interacting with them? Like, were you able to see or tell if any of the spirits specifically were messing with them, or was that like not part of your gift?
I saw the dad, the original
Oh,
owner,
yeah.
messing around. Then I didn't hear, but Mark heard something walking. He was in the office to the left
Hmm.
and he heard something walking above. I didn't know that. And I looked up and I saw the old man come down and he was curious. And then some
Oh,
pods went off. Yeah. So it
wow.
was just a very, very interesting night.
Oh,
But yeah, the town. So you have a lot of energy walking through there. You also have a lot of residual, meaning things are still going on, playing in a loop, but they're not, they don't respond or anything. It's just an energy. So
okay.
there's people constantly moving through there. So I felt, and then not only residual energy, because at certain times certain things would happen, but I also felt that the bank was still busy. Like
Yeah.
I felt like I was going, excuse me. Like I felt people were passing me by. I felt wind. I was like, whoop, whoop.
They're
So
still doing their banking here.
exactly. So and they were going off to the right.
Okay.
They were going off to the right. So I thought that was very interesting. But the old man I left alone. He seemed to be more interested in, protecting upstairs. And then Harry or Henry, I forgot. It's definitely an H name. He stayed because he wants to protect the place. As
Oh.
far as the negative energy, we cut it away as much as possible. So when we did the cutting, meaning Mark did the Reiki to seal and heal the area with his
Mhm.
symbols, and I asked Archangel Michael and Joan of Arc to come with their flaming swords to cut away any tentacles that are attached, anything negative that does not belong.
Wow. I can
Um,
definitely say that since you guys have been here, it does feel a lot lighter in here. Like
mm,
everybody, we seem to be joking around more. Everybody has sort of the energy's picked up. So it's definitely something that we can kind of feel going on. It's more laughter's come back for sure.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. That makes me very, very happy to get that confirmation. Really, I'm very pleased. Are you engaged?
I am.
Oh, okay.
Been a
I
little,
just saw an energy around you so strong. I didn't see a ring. No, I just saw an energy around you. I feel like some sort of celebration is going to be happening
yeah,
very shortly.
I'm getting married in June.
I was going to stop. I saw something spring, summer. I feel very positive about it. Also, something with purchasing property or already have purchased property. Okay, great. Um, um, Something coming in for you, not only the marriage, but I think within a year or two, I see there's an energy behind you. So there's a child possibly in the next 2 years
Oh,
from the time of the marriage. So that's going on. Also, I see furry creatures. What are the furry creatures? What are
I
those?
we just got a puppy who has been she's 5 months old and she's already had 2 surgeries.
Aw, aw.
She got into some Halloween decorations and swallowed some wire, so that was surgically removed. And then she got a hernia where her incision was, so she just had surgery again on Thursday.
Yeah. Aw, she'll be okay. You
Oh,
did definitely have a bond there. Who's the C name around you? C.
my fiance is Christian.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know because I feel there's a great love there. A
Yeah,
lot of respect and a great love.
yeah.
Yeah. And who likes to drive fast? I see fast. Drive fast. Who likes to go? Sounds like mosquitoes.
I love racing and NASCAR and dirt tracks.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. That's wonderful. Good for you. But I definitely feel that. But you have a lot of good things coming up for you. So hang in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why November circled. I know November. Why is November circled?
I'm not sure. We have a really, really busy November. We have 2 weeks. His cousin's getting married, and we have two weddings in November. His cousin and then one of his friends. Um, I don't know.
Yeah, I just see like a lot going on. A lot
Yes,
going on.
we have an extremely busy November.
Yeah. So a lot of busyness. So you'll be
Yeah.
like touring like the scarecrow in different directions,
Yes.
but you'll be just smack one of the flying monkeys if it gets in your way.
It's funny because I was actually stressing about that pretty much all day of how busy November is going to be, and there's not enough days in November to do everything. I need like one more Saturday just to have it.
I know what you mean, but it'll just glide. Don't get pent up. You'll just be fine. You'll glide right through everything. You'll be perfect. So
Oh,
what else would you like to know?
like interview wise or about like my life?
No, but just energy wise, we can walk through that.
Yeah,
With the building because there's
yeah,
so much of the past there. You got a situation across the street, with the church. I believe there's a church across the street, if I'm correct.
yeah.
I feel they didn't dig up certain bodies or something like that. So you
Oh,
have
wow.
certain people still buried there. Again, a lot of complexities because of murders and the energy that's drawn there.
Interesting.
So, yeah. So that's why I suggested and recommended the feng shui expert because he can come in and basically set the office up a certain way and just redirect the energy that so it doesn't affect the people inside the building.
Okay,
Besides whatever, and then they can complete things
right. So
and finish things.
is there anything, I guess, kind of in for our listeners and everybody watching this, is there something that we can do inside of our homes? I know we were actually in the middle of talking about this with Mark, and we think our old man friend upstairs came and turned our video off because it just stopped working very randomly.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm sure it was him. I'm sure it was him. Definitely. Definitely. I think his name is William.
William.
Yeah, I believe it's William. He's
Okay.
harmless. He's harmless.
He just, well, I guess wanted to say hi.
Yeah.
So it, oh, our bookkeeper Paulette is here, and she said that William was Bill's father, one of our other sales reps. Um, but yeah, so
Did he smoke a lot? Did he smoke? Does she know?
did he smoke a lot? She doesn't remember, but she said
Is that the faithful bookkeeper they were talking about? They love her.
yes. The
God
spirit
bless this woman. I heard a lot of wonderful things about her besides you. I heard a lot of wonderful things about everybody there.
lover.
But I heard she's very like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Oh yeah. It's 5:30. She's still there. Her and the bank guard must be best friends because they're the ones here all night long.
There you go. They love her.
Oh.
She's loved. But like I said, yes, you're having like the ghost of Mrs. Muir. You would know that. I think you're a little too young. I think she would know that. But anyway, the energy has to shift a little bit better there, especially down by the garage and down by where the railroad was.
Okay.
Again, not knowing that there was anything there. I
Right.
also felt a major tragedy behind the building. Again, dealing with, sorry, I talk with my hands, I'm Italian. So I also felt behind the place a lot of like certain energies. So there's so many different ways that you can redirect that, like putting a mirror. There's a feng shui mirror that you could put up above doors to push away energies and stuff like that. But people's homes are their churches,
Hmm.
which we were discussing about homes, how to keep the energy up.
Yeah.
Basically, saging. You can go online and learn how to sage your home. Get certain prayers for your homes. There's beautiful blessings for homes that you could do. You can walk around. I'm lazy, so I get holy water. I put it in a spray bottle. I have the sage and I go. I do it once a month because the work I do. You never know what might follow me home. You know,
That's
it's
true.
no little cute little lambs like Mary had a little lamb that followed you. No, I have sometimes really strange energies that walk through this home.
Oh,
So I have to keep the energy up. You know,
right.
your home is your church. It's where you make love, where you laugh, where you eat, where you relax. You need your peace there. So clutter, no, you should not have clutter. Um, you should leave spaces open and cleared. Um, you should definitely sage at least once a month. You could do it with the family, be on the same page, go from room to room and just clear it out, open all windows, doors. And again, you can find this information on the web. It's very, very easy. Putting crystals in certain spaces, like as soon as you walk in the door, you should have something either on the right or left of the door of when you walk in, like maybe a quartz crystal, working with that. Tourmaline is very important. It negates negativity. You could put that under the bed, um, using salt and then sweeping it out like Himalayan salt. Uh, I play classical music when I leave
Okay.
my home. Sometimes I do Gregorian chants, depending on the mood I'm in. I play that over and over again. I have plants in certain areas which bring in the happiness, the spirit. Spirit loves that. Spirit also loves the higher realm spirits, the higher, like Raphael, those certain angels and our creator. They love frankincense and myrrh. So I also burn that in my home.
Okay.
You can burn cinnamon sticks in an old pot and let the fragrance move around the house. You can walk around the house with a feather fan and just, you know, go from room to room with the cinnamon sticks. There's so many beautiful things you can do. And, you know, and again, playing nature music, like when you leave your house, just play it.
Yeah.
It keeps the energy up. But I also suggest before you even walk into the house, if you're having a bad day,
Hmm.
before you walk into your home, definitely 100%, just before you get out of your car, just see yourself filled with love and light and say, I'm going into my church, my space, my sacred space with peace and love. You don't want to take that with you.
Right.
And usually when I come home from work, I take a shower immediately just to clear off. And there's great shower meditations that people could do. And that as you meditate, the more you meditate, the more the energy moves out and out and out in your house and fills it. So it's quite interesting. Don't keep dry flowers. Definitely not. That brings in a dead energy. You want to bring in fresh cut flowers. You want to bring in beautiful plants. Things like that. You know, there's so many wonder. You can go right on the web and you could see how to keep up energies in the home. It's so simple. It becomes very like second nature after a while. And actually, your soul knows what to do. We, with the big brains, try to stop it and negate it. You ever get that
Right.
gut feeling and you don't listen to yourself? And then snap, something happens like, oh, damn, I knew it.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Interesting.
So your soul knows exactly what to do. So let your soul just come out, meditate, get a private space for yourself in the home, close your eyes. There's so many, again, so many beautiful meditations online.
And it's funny that
So
you say that about the cinnamon, and your soul knowing what to do because I'm constantly burning like cinnamon wax melts and my whole house just smells like cinnamon pretty much all year round.
you know, that's wonderful. That brings in great, you're calling in the greatest spirits in the world because they love those smells. Like again, frankincense and myrrh, cinnamon, bay leaf, rosemary. These all bring in the higher energies. So it's really good to do. It's good to, you know, have like 9 lemons and a glass jar in front of your door because that invites in good prosperity, you know, meaning abundance of goodness, health, wealth, stuff like that. I mean, just very simple. Just go online. You can pick up whatever resonates to you. I'm not a preacher to tell you exactly. Just look it up. If it resonates, do it.
Interesting. That's really cool. What can people do maybe like at their desk at work or their work areas to, if they don't have a boss like ours that doesn't want to feng shui the building or call somebody in there, but they're experiencing maybe some negativity. Is there something that we can do at our desks that would help?
Of course, you can purchase a small little tiny, they're really cute. The salt lamps, the Himalayan salt lamps,
Hmm.
plug that in. They even have them so small that you could plug it into your computer,
Oh,
and they're tiny, they're really adorable, and you just plug it into your computer. That lightens up the energy. It really does. The negative ions bring in good energy, good chi. You could have a little diffuser. I, they sell them really cute, and you can put a couple of drops of lavender in it, or orange. Orange is very good because that keep you awake and aware and focused.
yes, it will.
And it does calm. It does calm. You can use both.
Wow.
um Setting up your day. Before you set your day, do a little prayer, whatever you want out of your heart when you sit at your desk. I want goodness and abundance. I want happiness. I will get through this day. I am grateful to be here. I'm grateful to have a job. Just for a few seconds, close your eyes and then begin your day.
Wow. Those are
Very, very simple.
those are some really good tips. I think that's helpful um, for everybody that might be experiencing some, and especially as we get into winter and it's getting dark earlier, it's easy
Yes.
for
Oh,
us to kind of feel negative a little bit easier.
yeah.
So anything that we can do through the winter and whatever's left of fall to just kind of keep energy and spirits up, whether you're at home or at work, I think that's really helpful.
Oh yeah, and artwork, beautiful artwork is very important. Mirrors placed in certain places, again, that's where you speak to a feng shui expert. Getting little fountains with water trickling down, hearing that sound. People could put them on their desk. I used to have one at my desk. Everybody used to come running over and just pet it. It was a little Buddha with water running through him. I'll be honest with you, I had to run to the bathroom every 5 minutes because of the sound of water, but that was another story.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think. I think we may have kind of covered anything. Do you have like any last tidbits or anything for us or for our listeners?
Well, again, we have to think positive. We're going through a lot in this world right now. We're in certain situations that's really scaring people. I'm going to tell you straight out, shut the damn news off. Shut it off and just breathe. Breathe deep. Go deep within yourself. Learn to meditate. This is the perfect time to do so. We have to bring in goodness now. We have to bring in love. We have to bring in peace, and collectively we can do that. And that's what we have to keep in mind. We need peace. We need love in our cars too. We have to bless our cars. I go and I go with my bottle of holy water, a little orange, a little sage oil, and I run outside in my car. So, I even bless my car. And before I go somewhere, I just focus and see light going ahead of me. Like almost like the yellow brick road. You think of the yellow brick road leading you to where you need to be before you go into work. Before you go into work, you place love and light on everyone there as you're driving. That's all. The same thing on the way home. See peace and love in your home. Just feel it, sense it, send it.
I love that. That is so great. And that's such a nice note to end on. Thank you so much, Virginia. I really appreciate that. So, this is Virginia once again from the Pennsylvania Paranormal Association. And I appreciate your time.
No problem. And good luck with everything, and good luck in June. And maybe we'll speak before then. But you've been a total blessing, and you have a lot of good things headed your way. And you tell those owners to go get that feng shui expert, because that really will negate all the tragedy around that property.
Right,
Because I
right,
can only do so much.
right. Yeah, I told them. So, hopefully, we'll.
And what he
Function.
does, I'm sorry, excuse me.
No, you're
What
fine.
he will do is he will investigate the parameters of the area. He doesn't even have to come to the site. They just have to walk through it with a video camera.
Wow.
And he'll tell them where to place things. And, also to negate that energy, because you have that whole thing on the right side when you walk in that office of a lot of electricity running through there.
Yeah.
That is a conductor. That's why I'm praying, and I'm still working on your space. I still walk through it at night when I'm in my meditation,
Oh,
because I'm concerned that you'll bring in something from the outside. So
right.
having this person, this expert coming in, he can really set something up to push away what does not belong.
That makes sense.
Yes, because every building is living, everything breathes. That building is alive. It has so much history. The
Oh,
walls, the
right.
doors, the floor, every single inch of that place breathes. And downstairs also, the basement area, that really needs another walkthrough and a cleanup. So, you know, let's see what happens in the future. Fingers crossed, prayers going, that it continues there. And I'm glad everybody's happier.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
Yeah. It's been really nice. I think a lot, we've been joking around a lot more, and it's just felt different.
Good. I'm very, very pleased to hear.
It's been so great. It
was
really
wonderful.
has.
I feel very blessed speaking to you and very honored. Thank you again for everything.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you for talking with us. I know, I know you're busy. And so this was really great because a lot of people have questions about this stuff. They're not really sure, they see something on TV and they don't know what to believe, what happens, what doesn't happen. And so this is a really great part 2 and follow-up interview to kind of paint the whole picture between between Mark and John, and then the work that you did. I think it'll just be really, really great.
Oh, it's been a wonderful chat, darling. Enjoy. And if you ever need me again, you know where to find me.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
You too. Enjoy your November.
I will. I'll get through it.
Ciao, honey.
Bye.
Bye.